going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. It's Saturday, which means we got brand new Ultimate Legends in the game, but not only that, the Division Dynasty Part 2 promo is out featuring 40 brand new cards. Let's go ahead and talk about that first. So there are solo challenges for this promo, and they're pretty good compensation in my opinion here. Luckily, it is a separate string from the original Division Dynasty. I was a little scared that they would add the new solos on to the old solos, meaning that you'd have to play all the old solos to get the new solo rewards, but they didn't do that, so don't worry about anything I just said there. So there's basically sequences for each division as we expected. You're going to earn stars, and the stars are going to give you cards. Pretty straightforward, like literally every other solo challenge and sequence, but you do get a 91 overall Division Dynasty Fantasy Pack. This one is non-B&D. These cards go for like 35 to 40,000 coins, but these are important because these are the original champions from the Division Dynasty promo earlier in the year, and these cards, like the champions from Part 2, get any team chem for the division that they're in. So Adoree Jackson gets all NFC East chems. CJ Stroud gets all AFC South chems. I'm not going to put out a video going over the best one to choose from this pack, but keep that decision in mind if you're trying to build or are working on a 50-50 theme team to get that +2 speed. A video I will be putting out more than likely later this afternoon is the best 93 overall Division Dynasty card to choose. So you do get one of the brand new 93 overalls. There's 32 of them. You get to pick one for free. It is B&D. They do get double team chem. So again, if you're working on any type of theme team, that's the route you're going to want to go. And I haven't looked and sat down and looked at all the cards and compared them, but I'm going to safely assume that your choice is probably going to be an offensive lineman, a kicker, or a fullback, because there's just a lot of good options to choose from depending on everybody's needs. But those are going to be the solo challenges for Division Dynasty Part 2. For the 96 overall champion sets, pretty much what I predicted in yesterday's video. So if you go into any of them, it requires 2 93s from any promo, so you can see I already have 2/5 of what I would need to knock out one of these cards. The other 3 cards need to be a 93 overall Division Dynasty standout, but specifically from that division. So if you want Teron Johnson, you need to get 3 AFC East team standouts. If we go to another set like Laramie Tunsil, you're going to see you still need 2 93s from any promo, but in this case, 3 AFC South 93 overall Division Dynasty standouts. Now, how do you get those 93s? You can obviously buy them off the auction house. The other option is completing a set for them, and as I predicted in yesterday's video, it was just going to be a bunch of random overall cards to go into a set. So if you don't quick sell things, you have a bunch of what we call binder trash. You might have enough to build one of these sets or multiple of these sets. You can see that I do here. So it's going to be 2 90 to 91s, 4 88 to 89s, and 6 86 to 87s. The prices on those overall cards could go up a little bit right now, so it's not a bad idea to maybe check your binder if you don't care about any of the cards that came out today and sell the pieces that go into these sets to make a little bit of coin while it's inflated. For me, there's a couple of these 96s I want to go after, so I'm probably going to take all the binder trash that I have and build as many 93s as possible so I can go out and get those 96 sets done. And let's talk about the cards. I'm not going to break all of them down. Again, 93s we'll do a video on separately later today. As far as the 96s go, I thought when we saw them yesterday, all the attributes look really, really good. Well, for the most part, the abilities are good on these cards as well. So, for example, Iffy, who's definitely going to be my brand new free safety, in the last bucket, he gets Pick Artist for 0, he gets Deep End Zone KO for 1, which isn't the good ability, but you can kind of turn this into Deep Zone KO for 2 AP, because if you go into the second to last bucket, still has Pick Artist for 0, still has Mid Zone for 1, but he gets Deep Out Zone KO. So you could go Deep In and Deep Out together. That essentially is the Deep Zone KO ability that Ronnie Lott has, and it would cost you 2 AP just like Ronnie Lott. Jair Brown gets it for 1. The other option, what I'm going to do is go Pick Artist in this bucket, or no, Deep Out Zone KO for 1 AP in this bucket, and Pick Artist in this one for 0 AP, so it's a total of 1 to get those ability stacks. I think that's pretty good for a safety. They actually did make the Dak card good. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm not going to use it, but it is a good card because they changed his release from generic 2 to slinger 1. So traditional 4 is still better for deep throws down the field, but to me, slinger 1 is a really good ability if you got a short to medium passing game, and that's kind of my play style. So this card, I hate to say it, would be perfect for me because remember, these cards get any team chem in their division, but there's just no way in the world that I'm ever using a Dak Prescott card with Eagles chem. It just does not seem right, and I don't want to see any of you Eagles teamers out there in the streets doing the same. Have some pride, have some respect for yourself. But this card is good. I will go and say that. So this discount bucket, he gets set feet for 3, gunslinger for 0, hot route for 2. He gets basically those same abilities in the second to last bucket. So if you want hot route master, you're probably going to go 2 AP for that, and then 3 AP for set feet lead, which is a total of 5. And you're still going to need gunslinger, but you're going to have to pay 2 AP in one of the earlier buckets. So basically you're looking at set feet lead, hot route master, gunslinger for 7 AP, which isn't bad. Randall Cunningham that came out this week gets it for 8 and also has a worse release. So this card I would consider to be better. And if you don't care about hot route master, well then you're looking at just set feet lead and the gunslinger for 0 AP, so you're only totaling up 3 AP right there, and he still has that Slinger 1 release, but I still recommend that gunslinger ability even on a Slinger 1 release quarterback. Juwan Jennings gets 0 AP wide receiver apprentice, so he can get any hot routes no matter where he's lined up. If you stop using hot route master on a quarterback, you got that for Juwan Jennings for 0. That Alec Pierce card that came out earlier gets slot apprentice for 0. So there are some ways to start working on getting route abilities on your wide receivers and pass catchers without using hot route master and still keeping it really cheap. Joe Tooney and Laramie Tunsil both get secure protector. Tooney gets it for 1, Tunsil gets it for 2, but Tunsil also gets edge protector for 0 AP. Teron Johnson's going to get pick artist for 0 and deep out zone KO for 1. So if you run a lot of zone, that's a really good setup. I didn't look at Shaq Barrett, my apologies there. Michael Pierce gets inside stuff for 1, secure tackler for 0, and also double or nothing for 1. So he's not going to get the unstoppable force X factor, but he gets some really, really good abilities. So those are going to be your 96 overall Division Dynasty cards. Now let's kind of work backwards here and talk about Ultimate Legend content that came out today. So there's 2 set legends and then the 1 LTD. Luke Kuechly is the LTD. I tweeted these out yesterday. It looks like a really good card. His earlier legend card this year was fantastic for me. Now as far as abilities go, it's still broken right now. I think all 3 of the Ultimate Legends that came out today, it's giving them pass lead elite in the first bucket, which obviously isn't an ability that they should be using. For this card specifically, he does get 2 discounted ability buckets that should have the same thing, so deep in zone KO, and also 1 step ahead, which is, I can't really remember seeing that on a middle linebacker at all. The problem here is this is a mistake. If this is not Lurk Artist, that means he's not going to get Lurk Artist at a discount. This card, I don't want to call it unusable, but it's going to be a very bad card because this just feels like a card that should have it for 0 AP. Now you should be able to get it for 1 AP all the way down here, but also, like, who wants to spend AP on Lurk Artist? You just shouldn't have to. So it looks like a good card, but we got to see what's up with that broken ability. The 2 set cards, I mean, Sean Taylor is Sean Taylor. He has terrible man coverage yet again, and we don't know what this ability is because it's saying pass lead elite right now. He does get pick artist for 0, but I think to me, he also gets enforcer for 1. Is this going to be a deep out zone KO, a mid zone KO? Like, it needs something to help him as far as coverage goes. He could definitely end up being a user, but I don't know. I want to see some type of knockout ability there before we kind of grade that card. And then the final one is, if I can find it, Shannon Sharp. This card I'm probably going to go after, mainly because I loved his 0 chill card, and this is basically just a better version of that. He's just really good after the catch, fast, can make good juke moves. Abilities-wise, it honestly doesn't even matter to me. I'd probably just use third down threat because it's 0 AP. I'm guessing he's going to get tight end apprentice or slot apprentice in here where this pass lead elite is broken. But for me personally, I don't really need abilities on my tight end for them to flourish. So those are the 3 cards. And then going back over to the sets for Ultimate Legends here, for Sean Taylor and for Shannon Sharp, it looks like it's going to be the same as the previous weeks where these 93s are still coming into play. So you're going to be able to get any 3 93s from any promo and then 2 specific player 93s. So for Shannon Sharp, I would need to get his 93 overall card 2 different times, and then I can go out and get a regular 93, which are right around 100k. This Shannon Sharp right now 160, but this is a great way to basically pre-build any of these Ultimate Legends going forward. Now we could be jumping up to 94s eventually. That will be needed because we're gonna have 97 overall champions. That's probably gonna happen after Team of the Year, which is on March 7th. So just be prepared for that. But again, you can pre-build Ultimate Legends now, and I really love the set design on these. EA also added the free Ultimate Ultimate Legend set. So within the solo challenges, you play through the solos, you earn milestone stars. The stars are going to give you Ultimate Legend tokens. You're going to be able to use those tokens, as we all expected, to redeem for a free Ultimate Legend. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the fact that this is kind of stuck at a 96, and 64 tokens seems to be a lot. I think you can get up to like 10 right now, but it says exchange 64 Ultimate Legend tokens to receive 196 overall Epic Ultimate Legend Fantasy Pack. Hopefully this updates along with the overalls, so when we go to 97 overalls, this set updates to 97s and it keeps current with the highest overall, kind of similar to what we saw with the competitive pass earlier in the year. If not, this is an extremely huge L for 64 tokens to get an outdated card at that point, because it's going to take a long time to get 64 tokens. I would still, before we find out details, I would not be wasting my tokens on either of these. I know it's a less amount, and all of these are non-B&D, by the way, which means if this ends up being the highest overall champion when it's unlocked, that could be a great coin making opportunity. But again, for now, just play through your Ultimate Legend solos and hang on to those tokens until we find out more details or see if this updates when we go to 97s. Good thing I double checked about the number of tokens needed. Remember, 64 of them. Well, if you look at the milestone rewards in the Ultimate Legend solos, at tier 7 and beyond, it starts giving you 10 tokens. So we still want that, and you get 5 as it goes further here. We still want to make sure that that set go ahead and updates to a 97 or 98, but you know what? With all of these tokens, it looks like maybe we're going to be able to get a free legend like multiple times. So we'll just have to wait and see, but for now, hang on to your tokens until further notice. Finally, today's pack offers the Division Opportunity Choice Pack. I'm kind of sick of these opportunity packs because it's basically giving you like a low overall card or a chance at the high card. I just don't like these. I don't know if you guys do, or let me know how you feel about them, but you can see the requirements in there for $25. I'm probably not going to risk it there, but those are the cards. That can maybe keep the prices down on those 96 a little bit. Ultimate Legend Platinum Pack. I always like Platinum Packs because you can get coins out of them. You also got Ultimate Legends in the bundle here. Ultimate Legend tokens is what I meant to say. I can't remember if we saw that last week, but it's similar to the AKA Cruise, where those pack offers sometimes include the AKA tokens. Well, now we're seeing it with the Ultimate Legends, which also could kind of lead me to believe that they're going to be updating that set or adding a set for 97s and 98s, etc. Here is the big bundle. So for $100, they're going to get 7 packs, a 93 plus, and then 2 random options, including the LTDs for 93 overall Ultimate Legends, or sorry, 96 overall champions. And this one also includes Ultimate Legend tokens. You get a total of 6 of them. And I think that's it. There is always the Ultimate Legend coin packs. Do these include a token? They do not. I know they did that last year. So that's everything. I still would probably be saving my money if I were you. Again, Season 5 is upcoming next week. Then Team of the Year shortly after that. A lot of the cards that are coming out today and over this course of this upcoming week are going to be a lot cheaper very, very soon. So save your money, save your coins on some of these, unless you really need them for theme teams. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.